We are with the Stopp girls, Coach Lisa Stopp and Riley Stopp, her daughter, Cornerstone Christian. How fun is this, the mother-daughter ride to Columbus?
Dream come true, John. Just a dream come true. I used to take Riley and the Cluna twins. They've always played AU ball and all together. 4th grade, the twins were. She was in 3rd grade. We used to take them to watch the game and just dream of playing. And now you get this opportunity to coach all 3 of them, and obviously the rest of this team, to be down there together with my daughter just makes it extra special.
What was your first memory of the state tournament? I mean, just walking in, what the scope of it all?
Yeah, I remember back in 3rd grade when we used to go, we'd go every year, and just like I want to play here someday. I remember me and the twins both told my mom, before we even played together at Cornerstone, we just said, like, we want to play here someday. Just the environment just looked awesome, and we said, and little did we know we'd both be ending up playing all together and her being our coach, so it definitely is a dream come true.
So when you walk into the Schottenstein Center, I mean, 4th grade, that was huge then. Is it still as big then now?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll find out, right? We're going to find out.
Yeah, it's always just been a dream to play there, though, so I'm just so excited.
Being there with other teams, obviously, we went there with Lake Catholic 3 years, and then 1 year, my first year here. It's so special. I'm looking forward to having this group experience it. Now, Lauren experienced it her freshman year. For her as a senior, she experienced it freshman year, and then to end with it her senior year. And then this group now to get to experience it, it's a blessing. It's just so exciting. We want to go there. We have a little different mindset, though. You know, this team's special, and we think we can really compete. It wasn't just getting there is what our goal was. That was our first goal. But it's taking care of business when we get down there.
Going all the way back to Lake Catholic, how old were you when that happened?
Oh, she was, I could tell you. So when we beat we were state runners up. We beat a team that was 28-0, and she was sleeping on she slept through on my husband's lap during that game, and it was the loudest crowd. And my husband told me she slept the whole time, so she had to be.
I was pretty young.
Like 2 years, you know, maybe 2 years old when I first started. She was 3 months old when I started coaching at Lake Catholic.
Oh, so yeah, well, you were allowed to sleep at that age then. I don't imagine you're going to sleep through this one, huh?
No, I better not. I have a problem, but.
Tell me about growing up as a coach's daughter. I mean, where's the fine line between being coach and mom? First of all, let's hear from you. I mean,
yeah, well, she's been my coach ever since I was 4 years old, really. It all started back and upwards, and there's been, like, I think 2 teams ever that I've played on that, like, she hasn't been my coach. I love it so much, though. I mean, I love her, and she's the best coach around. I'm a little biased, but yeah, I love being coached by her, and yeah, she's great. I mean, she's hard on me sometimes, but that's what coaches got to do, you know? And then when we get home, we have our basketball time, but outside of that, like, it's a great mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
We have to put basketball aside sometimes.
Yeah.
How do you teeter on that line? I mean, I'm sure there's times.
It's a big part of both our lives, so it's going to overlap a little bit. But when we get home, especially, like we had an intense practice today. When we get home, and it was intense to the point where I was kind of hard on her today. When we get home, it just becomes mom. We may talk about the games, but it's just it's more chill at home. Here it gets a little intense.
Do you call her coach here? Or you call her mom here?
Usually mom, I think. Yeah, I think it's usually.
It's in my face, so it's more like you're there.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to flag me down too often.
You know, this is a very underclassmen heavy team, so a lot of people are going to think, oh yeah, well, the Cornerstone could do this next year, but how important is it just to smell roses while you're there and just enjoy this, because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We always just take every opportunity that you have and enjoy the moment, because you never know, an injury could happen next year. Like, you never know, the stuff you have now, just use it while you can.
Yeah. And from my end of it, I'll be honest, being down there 3 or 4 times, I was always scouting when I was with Frank and doing a lot of the prep, and I never really did take time to enjoy it. I am so enjoying this. Like that conference call today, I loved every minute of it. And I don't know if it's just maybe my experience as a coach and realizing what's important. Our first year there when we beat the undefeated team with Lake, I didn't go out with the whole team or with the parents. I stayed in and studied the film it was VHS at the time, and studied film of our opponent. And this time it's just different. I want to enjoy my moments with these kids and with my coaches, and hopefully they're really exciting moments.
Speaking of VHSs, do you have tapes of mom? Are you similar to how she played?
There are tapes. It's when the shorts were short and the socks were long is when I played. So
I've been told by some of her friends that I remind her a lot of her.
Yeah, I see a lot of her passion for the game. And see her length, just some of her attributes, her just physical. We play a lot alike. I think she's better than I ever was. But
if you have one bit of advice before she goes out on the court, can you share it with us? What you're going to tell your daughter?
There's a lot of just to enjoy it, and to enjoy it for herself, not for me. You know, and we, a family of faith, we're a program of faith, is just to count it as a blessing from the Lord. And I think when you step on the court with that kind of gratefulness, it just makes it so much more special.